Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Sometimes you have a word in your heart and you think you need to share it with the whole world. You need to share what you have experienced with the whole world. Please pardon my voice. Hopefully it will get better with my subsequent videos. I have a bit of a reflux kind of situation going on, and so my voice sometimes gets very hoarse. Pardon me, please. However, I just wanted to come onto this forum, YouTube, start a channel that just speaks about God's love. I think we live in a society where people are just seeking for love. People are seeking for opportunity, validation, financial freedom, and just a whole lot of other things. Sometimes the situation is even worse, where people are living in fear, people are living in serious deprivation, people are living in serious uncertainty about even how to even get up in the morning. I have good news for everyone. There is God. There is a God. Forget about what you have been told or what your beliefs were. There is a God, and He loves you. See, even in the midst of suffering, He still loves you. Recently, I was watching The Chosen. Shout out to a wonderful, wonderful TV program that is just not only a TV program. I was recently watching The Chosen's depiction of the birth of our Lord. This is Christmas. This is Advent. I am Catholic. And I saw the situation where Joseph had gone to meet the innkeeper, and the innkeeper was saying there's no room, blah, blah, blah. And the innkeeper offers him. So while Joseph had gone, Mary was sitting on the donkey waiting. She was already feeling the pangs of labor. And as a woman, as a mother, I think we can all relate, and probably as dads who have had wives or partners in labor, we can all relate to how being on the donkey is the last thing you want to be on when you are in labor. But also, not even knowing where you are going to have your baby is the last thing you want to be experiencing. And then, when you then think to yourself, wait a minute, but it is God's baby. Why is He putting me and Joseph in such a situation? I marvel at the faith extraordinaire that Mary had. And that is why, I as a Catholic will always give Mary her flowers. I will always give the Mother of God, the Mother of Jesus, her flowers. She stayed on that donkey. Joseph came back and said, there's no room. But the innkeeper has told us of a stable somewhere, and he said we could use that place. And she has, as she had done before, as she did in future. So if we never knew what kind of predisposition or disposition Mary had, she had the disposition of accept and ponder and thank God. And so she accepted his news, did a little bit of pondering, like, this is how you want your son to be born. Okay. And went on with Joseph to the manger. I don't know how mangers in those days used to look. I really don't know, guys. Maybe they were really fly I doubt. But she followed her husband, went and had and labored. Let's even say, let's just stop at labored. Labored, knowing she was bringing forth the Son of God in that environment, in that situation. And some people, some skeptics say, like, well, there were no hospitals then, so she had little to relate to. Yeah, she had little to relate to. But at least I know that very few people probably had children before then. Maybe after they did more, but before then probably very few had their babies in a manger, in a stable. They must have had maybe in their houses, maybe on the floor with some cloth put on. At least I'm sure they would have been that decent. And probably surrounded by some person other than their spouse. Maybe a woman who was experienced. But from what the Bible tells us, it didn't seem as if there was anybody with Mary and Joseph as our Lord was brought into this world. When I watched that, and I shout out to the chosen, when I watched that, I said to myself, this was a situation of desperation. This was a situation of utter confusion. God, I don't understand. What would you want us to do? It must have been in Joseph's mind. It must have been in Mary's mind. But they trusted God. They trusted God. They just depended on him. They're like, if you want it to be like this, if you want it to be as crazy as this, and as long as I know it's you that wants it to be like this, let it be like this. I can't do anything. I can't create myself. I can't make the finger on my fingernail. I am wholly dependent on you. I am wholly dependent on you. In the last year and a half of my life, I have faced many, many desperate times. Relationship-wise, financial-wise. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure worldwide there are people who face desperation, mental health-wise, desperation, relationship-wise, either relationship with your spouse, relationship with a child, relationship among siblings. There are people who face desperation in financial terms. Don't know where the next meal is going to come from. Don't know how to get your kids to school that day. Don't know how you're going to get to work. Don't know where you're going to sleep with your family. Newborn baby may be there. There are people who have faced desperate times over the years, countlessly, million, zillion times. But what I have learned from my own desperate times is to depend on God. Is to just depend wholly on God. It's not easy. That's the trick. It's not easy to depend on God, whom we do not see. But I am bringing you some news, guys, wherever you may be, listening to this very crazy video of a woman looking very crazy or very too simple. 5 a.m. in the morning, and just sitting in her sitting room. You probably can hear the heater going on. You can hear one of my kids at the background sleeping on a mattress on the floor. Yeah. But this message is as true as it can be if it were coming from the pulpit, if it were coming from a renowned priest, a renowned clergy, a renowned pastor, a president, whoever it is that you think passes on a message to you and you believe. This message is true, people. There is a God. It is the devil's plan, tactic number one, to make you believe there is no one out there who cares for you, that need, that desperation is nobody's concern per se. Nobody's concern per se who can help. No, that is a lie. It is God's concern. I am telling you. And he can help you. He can help you with acceptance. He can help you with provision. He can help you with deliverance. He can help you with resolution. Start to seek for him. Start to seek for him. Start to learn to trust him. Start to give it to him and be like, okay, do you know what? That's fine. That's what you want. That's fine. Start to, please. There is a God who loves you. And trust me, you will start to see miracles happen in your life regularly. I wanted to see on a daily. I held back. Some people will see it on a daily, but I'm sure you will see it regularly, as I have seen in my own life. I have seen not knowing what to do, to hearing the voice of God in my head saying, go online, see if you can get some temporary insurance for today, even if it's £10 insurance for today, that can help you get to your place of work today. At least sort today's one out. You have only £10 in your account. Just see if you can. I have started to see God come to me with practicality, with solutions. And I'm serious, guys. I have no one. I have my kids. And I have God. And I have seen God just give me practical solutions that have made me rise up from the fear I woke up with to hope. Advent is the season we are in. It is the season that leads us up to Christmas. And as everybody is preparing for Christmas, I am hoping that your lives are filled with hope. Where there is burden, where there is despair, I am praying for hope. I am praying that you learn to lean on the one who is leanable on. He loves you because he created you, and he's waiting for you to just open your heart so that he can come in and show you what he's about.